Hello and welcome students to English class of Standard 12. We were studying lesson Voyaging Towards Excellence. It is an autobiographical sketch of Achyut Godbole. We had seen that Achyut Godbole he had scored 100% marks in mathematics in almost all examinations that he had appeared from first standard until IIT except only a few times. He had stood 16th in the SSC board examination and he has stood first in the university in all subjects put together. During those days, one could get admission into IIT without the entrance test if that person has secured first rank in the university. Therefore, he did not have to appear for the entrance test to get admission into IIT, but nobody in Solapur told him about it because he has a doubt that if anybody in Solapur even knew about this rule. Therefore, he had to appear for the entrance examination and he had secured very good rank in the same. He was quite happy getting into IIT, but his joy was for very short time. At Solapur, he had not seen any building which was more than 3-storied. Mumbai, however, was full of skyscrapers. The writer says that at IIT, most of the students and professors used to converse in English, whereas the writer's English was very poor. He had his entire education in Marathi. His spoken English was quite pathetic, that is very weak. Not only did he have a very weak vocabulary, that is his word power was very less, but his pronunciation was also very terrible and his construction of English sentences was very awkward to say the least. Due to all this, he was feeling quite lonely and terrified in Mumbai in general and IIT in particular. He had developed an inferiority complex and he wanted to run away from IIT and even Mumbai. That is, he had the feeling that he was very low and he was not up to the mark as compared to others, so he wanted to run away from that place. One day it so happened that when the writer was sitting at his mess table in the hostel sipping tea, a senior guy he came and sat on the chair next to the writer. He was a convent educated boy and he was having fairly sophisticated English with at least spoken English, which was a colloquial English, that is the spoken language which is a everyday language, it is an informal English. He knew it well. He was a bit arrogant and he wanted to pull writer's leg, which means that he was just trying to show off and he wanted to insult the writer in one way or the other. He tried to engage the writer in some conversation and he started to point out the errors. Whatever lines the writer spoke, he was pointing out the errors in each and every sentence and everything that the writer said. And after about 5 minutes, he just walked away after insulting the writer. The writer he felt extremely humiliated and upset. He had the feeling of depression and diffident about this incident and he thought it was a last straw. That is, he had the feeling he had a lack of confidence and he felt very angry. He was almost broken. He felt out of the place there and literally he wanted to run away to Solapur that very moment. However, it was only his self-esteem, that is his confidence in his ability, that stopped him. Suddenly he had the feeling of determination and strength that came over to him and gripped him. Though he was belonging to a place like Solapur, he was a rank holder in school, college and IIT with many awards in mathematics and he thought that there must be something right with him. So why should he give up? And that too for such a silly thing like English, and he thought that he should not give up anymore. He was determined to fight back. As the writer climbed the stairs of his hostel room, his plan was ready in his mind. He thought that normally most of the students who are educated in vernacular languages, that is in their native languages like Marathi, they think in Marathi before speaking in English. Then they translate it in English and then somehow they manage to speak that translated English sentences in an extremely awkward fashion. He decided that he would do nothing of that sort and he wanted to achieve excellence because this urge to excel in anything that was in him since childhood. Whether he would succeed in his plan or not, he always had set his aims high. In this case too, he wanted to speak excellent, elegant and fluent English. The first thing he did was to start reading English newspapers and English novels. He studied etymology, phonetics. Etymology means the study of origin of words and phonetics means study of correct pronunciation of words. He studied the roots of the words and how to pronounce them. He used to stand in front of the mirror and practice speaking English, realizing his mistakes and correcting them by himself all the time and improvising and improving day by day. He continued with practice of learning English. It took about 9 to 10 months, by which time he started feeling quite confident about speaking in English at length with anybody. His fear had vanished and he started feeling at home in the hostel. In his future career, out of 32 years in IT field, that is information technology field, he was the chief executive or managing director or head of software company with thousands of software engineers worldwide. During that period, he had to give several presentations or negotiate many contracts with CEOs, directors or VPs in the US, UK or Australia. He was absolutely at ease at that time, that is, he was comfortable at that time. It is only due to the efforts at IIT that he could sign contracts worth millions of dollars worldwide and also run large global software companies. At IIT, he got fairly good marks in first 2 years. However, a very important thing happened while he was in his third year. He came in contact with about 15 to 20 extremely brilliant students, researchers, professors from IIT, TIFR and BARC, that is BARC. They included top-ranking students from visiting professors in American universities and very renowned mathematicians in world and so on. The writer, he was instantaneously attracted to this group. This friendship had a lasting impact on his life. Until that time, he used to consider himself somewhat intelligent. However, after he met these friends in this group, he came to know what real brilliance meant and he realized where he stood. He actually also was very lucky that he came in contact with great people on global scale early in his life. Later in his life, when Narayan Murthy he left Patni to start Infosys, the writer he started heading Patni's software division, occupying the same chair of Narayan Murthy. We will continue with this lesson in our next class. Thanks for watching. Meet you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. So friends, don't forget to subscribe the channel and share the video and also to like the video. Thanks for watching.